What's going on, guys? This is Frank Hatzis, and you're in Rope Dart School. Today in Rope Dart School, we're going to talk about wandering tech. Wandering tech is kind of like the long form version of what's really just a wandering shot. So when we talk about wandering tech, what we're talking about is any kind of rope dart techniques you're doing, what have you, and at the end doing a certain kind of a shot as an exit. That shot is the wandering shot. Let's start at the beginning. Where does wandering tech come from? Well, it was in 2023. I was watching this video here and I saw Bryn do that. And I was like, whoa, what was that thing you just did? I noticed that Bryn had an upspin, if you're in wheel plane, behind your back. She twined her anchor elbow, did what's known as a rising anchor elbow shot, and in order to exit, had to spin out. I'm sure this has been done before. The trolls will let me know in the comments that they did it already, I'm sure. It was the first time I saw it and I fell madly in love with the technique. The first thing I tried to do was recreate what Bryn did, and you could see here. But then I started to realize that, holy cow, this type of a shot, which again was behind my back while in wheel plane in a rising type of a spin, is found in multiple places, or I should say in multiple rope dart techniques. Consider that once I understood what I was working with here when it came to the wandering shot, I first incorporated it into pokies. And I realized I could go pokies from one side, let the dart leash drop down, spin behind my back, catch it on my anchor elbow, and perform what I was now calling a wandering shot. So all I'm suggesting is find the situations and opportunities where the rope dart is spinning in an upspin, twine that appropriate elbow, and perform your shot and spin out, and you will have successfully added a wandering shot to tech that you were already doing. I think that's what I love so much about wandering tech, is the fact that it's on the surface a pretty basic, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, obviously, but it's a fairly basic thing to be doing. It's the stuff you do before the wandering shot at the end that really makes it super sexy. For instance, I was able to put together a wandering shot with a Von Dreas, and you can see what that looks like here. I was also able to put a wandering shot in with what I call a mayhem elbow spin. Odds to flow mayhem. Now, over the past year, because I've become obsessed with wandering tech, I made quite a few video tutorials on our Rope Dart Academy Instagram page, or you could check out my Frank Hatzis Rope Dartist page on Facebook for those same tutorials. Bryn, if you're watching this, I've said this before, but I want to say it publicly for anybody watching this. You 100% changed the way I rope dart. Now, I've been rope darting for 20 years, and in that 20 years, only 3 rope dartists have changed the way I rope dart. Loki Avero, Philip Poissant, Brynnicus Summons. That's not to say I haven't learned techniques from other dartists. I learn a whole lot from guys like Brandon Bacon and Cassidy Barney. Wandering tech has become something that I just do now all the time. It's like part of my rope dart DNA now. That's all I mean. And maybe that was more personal than it needed to be for a Rope Dart School video. But Bryn, look, if you're watching this and you're not following Brynnicus Summons, wandering.nin on Instagram, and you're a rope dartist, dude, you're going to get schooled, because anybody that's following Bryn and incorporating her techniques is just going to be next level rope dartist. It's already happening. I would follow Bryn. You are going to see tech. It's what I liked about the wandering shot, the first thing I saw was that I had no idea that's where Bryn was going to go with what she was doing. I didn't see it, and she opened my eyes. So thank you so much. I hope you all start incorporating Wandering Tech. I have quite a few tutorials on Rope Dart Academy Instagram. Check them out. They will change the way you rope dart. I am 100% positive. Thank you again, Bryn. To everyone else, I love you all. Peace, love, Dart life.